Everyone, welcome back to the Integrity Botanicals YouTube channel. Today I am doing a what's new video, my favorite, all day, every day, and we have quite a few new releases for you. So this is a little bit of a culmination of both February and March, so it's very product heavy, and I am just gonna get right into it so we don't waste no time. Fit Glow, my favorite, my beloved, has come out with 3 new products. The first of which is a makeup cleansing oil, which you guys know I'm huge into these, have been ever since the One Love Organics makeup remover, which is still an item that I absolutely adore, but I've really been enjoying so many brands coming out with them, such as Kahina, Leilani, so many good ones to try. So I haven't repurchased one of those yet. Like I said, I think I'm going Leilani, but in the meantime, this has been such a welcome addition. Like all the others, it does melt all the makeup off as well as hydrate the skin, which is why I really appreciate them, especially with the winter and fall season that have just left us. I know some of us in spring are still experiencing some cold weather, but this is something I use year round regardless. I think it's the easiest. I think if you wear a lot of makeup like myself, it does the best job at breaking it down, and this is no exception. This one is really, really fantastic. Been enjoying using it and looking forward to do so more. It does appear to be a little bit smaller. I'm not sure of the exact milliliters in the comparison with the others, but just something to keep in mind. It does have a pump and it's good stuff. Next up from Fit Glow is their Cloud Ceramide Balm, and the second I caught wind that this baby was coming out, you know I was pumped. I love Fit Glow, got dry skin. We're never gonna hear the end of that. But my skin is particularly dry these days, and the texture of this isn't like balmy like May Lindstrom or like Infiore or anything like that. It is more like a moisturizer, but it is much thicker than that. But it does provide that really nice heavy dose of moisture that you can feel on the skin, but doesn't sit on the skin for too long. It's not one of those things that you need to like, you know, let soak in overnight. On mornings where my skin is really, really dry, if I do have enough time, like 20 minutes or so, I will apply this, allow it to sink into the skin before I go in with all my makeup, so it sits nicely. If not, it is fantastic for the nighttime for all my dry skin girls out there. But I believe it is suited to all skin types, but of course any sort of balmy products are geared towards more dry skin. Now what's in here, of course, plant ceramides. It's called the Cloud Ceramide Balm. It does also have the cloudberry seed oil in here, both of which help the moisture barrier of the skin, keep moisture levels nice and high, as well as just smooth the skin over and make it look very hydrated and fresh. Okay, final item from Fit Glow is the Night Lip Serum. Oh my god, you know I love their lip serums. Unfortunately, cannot find mine. I think it might be in an old purse. I think it might be in my car. I know it is around here somewhere, but like I said, I'm in the process of moving, so stuff is a little bit all over the place. So I'm gonna throw up a picture, but it looks like just like all of their other lip serums, except that it's totally clear. It is geared towards putting on in the nighttime. It feels so, so good. Helps with all the collagen levels in the lips, keep them nice and moisturized. It's just so good. I cannot even take it. So that's a very welcome addition. Not much to say there. The lip serums, they could come out with a neon green and I'd probably put it on my mouth. That's how strong this love runs. Okay, it runs that deep. Next up, we've got Kjaer Weis, and Kjaer Weis is blessing us with some beautiful lip products, the first of which is a lipstick. This is in the color Sucre. It is in collaboration with fashion icon Caroline Issa, and it is this really beautiful warm red. Now what's different about this is like a lot of the Kjaer Weis lipsticks have a beautiful immediate pigment. This is more sheer, but buildable. Now something to keep in mind with the texture of these lipsticks is that they are slightly more tricky to put on. So if you want a lip balm underneath, that might help with the smoothing effect of it, or using a lip brush. However, they don't feel dry on the lips. They just have a matte texture and it kind of keeps it on the mouth longer. It's really interesting, and it doesn't sound that great when I'm describing it, but it's really not offensive. It's just something to get used to. So I wanted to mention that to you guys. These retail for $56. They come in these beautiful things. If you have multiple colors and you want to just switch them out, they pop out like this. the refillable system as always with Kjaer Weis. And the most amazing thing about this color is that 25% of the proceeds are donated to Women for Women, which is a cause that's supporting marginalized women in getting better opportunities, earning more money, and creating a community amongst each other. So I think that is so fantastic. Big thumbs up to Kjaer Weis. It's such a great thing that they're doing, and I'm happy to share that with you. Two glosses are next. You know, I also really like these glosses. I didn't think I was gonna love them the way I do. Their colors are great. They have a very thin texture to them. It feels completely weightless on the mouth. They layer beautifully. They're really pretty, and these are the perfect spring additions. So I do have the shade Admire, which is this more mauve-y, purpley lilac type of shade. It's a little bit lighter. Then I have the shade Intimate, which is the color I'm wearing right now, and it looks like it would be quite more purple, but it is almost a My Lips but better color with a little bit of purple to it. So they are similar. One's lighter, one's darker. When I'm holding them here, they look very similar, but in the swatch, you guys will be able to tell the difference. Gorgeous, gorgeous shades for spring, especially if you love yourself some purple. RMS. I know you guys know about these, but I do need to formally share. They did come out with two powder highlighters, which I think is so great. The packaging looks like this. It has a sort of lucite clear plastic. It is a little bit cumbersome, but you are getting a ton of product inside. Has the name of the shade in the back. There are two shades. We have the shade Grand Dame. Grand Dame is the more yellowy pale shade, the one that I can get away with a little bit more, beautiful champagne tone. I'm not wearing it right now. I'm wearing Olaline Pure, which you can check out that tutorial down below, but this shade is gorgeous. Then we do also have the shade Midnight Hour, which is slightly more golden bronzy, a little bit deeper but not too dark. This one almost works on me, but not quite. If I'm wearing a lot of makeup, I can get away with it. It just looks very makeup-y, but I'm not going to talk about these too much. I just want to share that they're new because I will be doing a full dedicated review to these next week, so keep your eyes peeled. With them, they have also come out with the Luminizer Brush, which when I first saw this brush, I was like, that's a highlight brush? That looks like a bronzer, looks like a contour. It's quite stiff, it's short. I was like, this isn't gonna work. And then I took a fan brush and I put the highlight on my cheek and I was like, that's not gonna work. Let me just try this. And I started dotting it on my cheek and I was like, I get it. I totally get it now. The texture of the highlighters is almost more thick. So you want to apply it with something like this that's not going to concentrate it as heavily as my fan brush because I'm just going so hard on this area right here. It almost disperses the product and buffs it in very nicely. Again, I'll demo it and talk about it at length so you guys can kind of see what I mean. Maybe I'll show you on each side of my face the difference. This is just really, really surprisingly good. I was anti this brush when I saw it, and now I am here for it. So that is really cool as well. Another lip product, lots of new lip products this month. This is from Cary Grant. This is one of their lip whips. This is in the shade Cora Gold. Now, Cary Grant, their lip whips aren't my most reach for item. However, their last shade that I talked about, Rosy Gold, which is a more peachy, golden, very light pink that I like to put on top of a lot of stuff, I reach for a lot. And now Cora Gold is just beautiful. It's almost hot pink, but like has a raspberry tone to it and that beautiful gold glitter. So you can build it up or you can get a very sheer but very healthy color. Great for the spring and summer months if you want something that's easy, that's hydrating, that makes the lips look a little bit more plump due to the high shine and glitter in it. But it's not a chunky glitter. It's not going to be left behind on your lips. So you're not going to feel that grit or anything like that. Really, really welcome addition from Cary Grant as well. I'm pumped about this color. For spring, I think I kind of like those lip colors more. I like a good mid-tone. So anything mid-tone and lighter, I like. Dark lipstick, I dabble in a little bit less. But something like the Sucre lipstick from Kjaer Weis is a good sort of beginner's red lip color, which is kind of nice. From Leilani, they came out with a new body oil, and this is the Grand Isle body oil. You guys know I love body oils. Leilani always is very big into this very tropical, florally sort of scent, which is not my personal favorite, but for those of you who like high jasmine, it's very, very jasmine-y. And you guys know I'm never the biggest fan of jasmine. Like jasmine, like gardenia or something like that. I don't know. I'm bad with my flowers, but I do know it's like Hawaiian floral type of smell. It smells very that, so it is very springy. It does have a beauty to it. It's just not my personal favorite. However, I'm a big fan of the texture of this body oil. It has that slightly more thick texture that I like, that isn't too slippy and thin, because my legs get really dry after I shave, so I like to make sure that nourishment is going back into the skin. Yes, like these thicker ones maybe aren't the best. Like I'm gonna put on my pants and go for the day out the shower. But if you're a nighttime shower or just a nighttime body oil applier, and you like to seal it in with some pants or something, this is a good one for that. But don't get me wrong, it doesn't stay on the skin forever. It does go in. It just has a nice richness to it that you can tell is really hydrating the skin. So Leilani across the board, such a good one, and that's a new product from them. Finally, new from Vapor are some of our old favorites, but they've gone mini. They are their new runway minis, and they are featuring all of their best-selling colors. So we have everything here from the Courtesan, which is a lip color. We do also have Sultry. We have Moonlight, which is a highlighter. We have Spark, which is one of my favorite cream blushes. And we also have Eros, which is a new addition to us in both the mini and the big form. And Eros is this gorgeous mauve color. Courtesan has this very bright pop of pink. There's just so much good stuff here, and they're all in mini sizes, meaning that they're at a reduced cost. So it's a really great way for you guys to try them, travel with them if you already love them. Like I said, my favorites are Spark and Eros. I will show you guys Spark. I've reviewed these products at length before, so I'm not going to do a full-on swatch, but I do plan on sharing these in a little bit more detail. So I'm going to share these very, very soon, but just know some of your favorites are minis. That Spark, it's a really nice peachy color. I love the lip color, the cheek colors from Vapor. I think they have a really nice consistency and aren't overly tacky while depositing a really healthy amount of color. So those are little minis. I think we all love minis. There's not a ton of them in Green Beauty, I feel like, so I can't help but get very much excited about that. But that is it for what's new this month, you guys. I know it was a little bit longer. Like I said, it is sort of a combination, lots of new stuff, and I'm feeling particularly chatty in my absence. So I'm very happy to be back and making videos for you guys. Like I said, a lot of this stuff will be getting in-depth reviews, but always let me know what you would like to see first so I can accommodate. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to check out any of our social media links, any of the products that I mentioned down below, I include it not only at the end screen, but also in the description box of this video. But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I missed you, I appreciate you, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.